Located around 250 kilometers away from capital Hyderabad and 80 kilometers from the district headquarters of Warangal. Medaram is a small village in Telangana's Mulugu district. Appearing to have emerged from the woods, Medaram is predominantly inhabited by the Koya Tribe. Out of over 700 tribes in India, the Koya Tribe holds the distinction of being one of the most valiant and devout communities historically. Grandeur and merrymaking are two more components associated with the identity of the tribe. These Koya tribe members, swaying to the tune of indigenous music, are gearing up to mark Asia's biggest tribal festival, Medaram Jathara. They wait for these days for 24 months. People from all over the country are gathering. Some had to travel a few miles. Others are joining in from hundreds of kilometers.
People call it South India Kumbh Mela. Pilgrims to the tune of 1 to 1.5 crores will be visiting this shrine in a span of 40 days.
Believed to be the largest congregation of devotees after Kumbh Mela, the festival is an astounding 4-day-long congregation of tribes. People stay, pray and ceremonialize their most pious event.
The Sammakka Saralamma Jatara is one of the most famous tribal festival in the world. This festival and the congregation of devotees exemplaries the cultural values and ethos of India.
While the festival would attract a significant number of natives and tribes from different regions since its advent, the Jatara has particularly gained multi-fold traction in the past few years.
This year, on an average, 1.5 lakh pilgrims have visited this shrine, especially on Wednesdays, Fridays, Sundays and on public holidays. The peak crowd crossed 3 lakhs.
Right at the edge of the village, alongside river Godavari's tributary Jampanna Vagu, the area that is cut out for the festival is decked up. Also known as Sammakka Saralamma Jatara, after the names of the lion-hearted mother-daughter duo, the festival commemorates the defiance and gallantry of tribal women who laid their lives defending their community from a fierce military attack by a mighty force of the 12th century, the Kakatiya aristocrats. The legend that is celebrated here sets off with Sammakka, an unattended orphan found by a tribal leader, Medaram, who raised her and married her off to Pagadikida Raju, a young tribal leader. They gave birth to Nagulaka, Saraka and Jampanna. Raju's village was feudatory to the Kakatiya rulers. Poor and gullible tribals had come to terms with the aristocracy and would regularly pay taxes levied on them by the Kakatiyas. However, one fateful summer, when the Kakatiyas coerced people into paying taxes despite the village being severely hit by that year's drought, a spark of rebellion kicked in. Pagadigida led the rebellion with his call for defiance, resonating with the masses. The rattled Kakatiya ruler mounted an attack on Medaram. Pagadigida was not ready to throw in the towel, despite a mighty and equipped Kakatiya force. Sammakka, the deity, along with her children, joined her husband in the battlefield. She was a fierce warrior. And even after losing her entire family on the battleground, she chose to defend her community instead of mourning. She gave her all to protect her community from a barbaric opponent. She didn't surrender even after sustaining grievous injuries and disappeared into the Chilakala Gutta hillock. When the locals went looking for her, they found nothing but a container of vermilion. Since then, the legend goes that she had turned into a goddess to protect them. 8 centuries and counting, Sammakka, along with her daughter, is worshipped in Medaram.
This is a biennial event. Tribals believe that deities will be here and they'll be bringing these deities from 4 different temples, hillocks. All the priests are from the tribal community, from the same clan.
The story of valor, the tale of resisting the oppressors and fighting for your community or countrymen in today's context is what Sammakka taught one and all.
It is not a big temple, it's a small temple without any cover, wherein the idols are of trees, they are trees, it's an open to sky. So it's a different culture.
The first day of the festival falls on Magha Shuddha Purnima, as per the Hindu almanac. It is marked by bringing the deity Saraka's idol to Medaram from Kanaipadi, which is about 3 kilometers away. Her father's, Pagadigida Raju's idol is also carried to the same place from Purnakondala of Kotaguda Mandal. On day 2, after a long secret prayer performed by the Koya Tribe priests on Chilaka Gutta, Sammakka's idol and the vermilion casket that were kept there are brought to Medaram. The idol of Govindaraju, who is the son-in-law of Sammakka, is also carried from Kondai to Medaram, which is around 66 kilometers away. Then comes day 3. When the idols of Sammakka and Saraka, along with their consorts Pagadigida Raju and Govinda Raju respectively, are worshipped. Generally, the number of devotees reaches its highest on this day.
ये बहुत पुण्य क्षेत्र प्लेस है। यहाँ पे जो भी किधर के वाले के आते इधर माता जी को प्रार्थना करके जाते हैं, उन लोग का जो मन्नत है भरपूर हो जाता है।
I came here to fulfill the Mata Rani's wish. From 13 years onwards, I don't have any kids. So for Mata Rani, Medaram Sammakka Saralamma, she gave me kids after 13 years.
माता जी के पास 20 साल से आ रहे, आपको पूरा ठीक करेगा माता को। सब लोग को अच्छा देखना, पूरा दुनिया परिवार को भी अच्छा देखना है बोल के माता को हम इच्छा मांग रहे हैं।
As a mark of respect to the deities, the devotees also tonsured their heads. Day 4 marks the culmination of the Jatara with the Talula Vanapravesha, meaning entry into the forest. The vermilion casket is then taken back to Chilakagutta and kept there until the next Jatara. It is said that there are two types of devotees who throng the Medaram Jathara. One who come purely for the purpose of getting a glimpse of the sacred place, and two for whom it's a pilgrimage. They stay in makeshifts, cook, perform rituals and do voluntary work of facilitating others with all the religious drills.
हमारा सर्विस क्या है कि माइंस रेस्क्यू सर्विसेज है सेफ्टी डिपार्टमेंट का कोई हेड इंजरीज रहता है कोई हार्ट स्ट्रोक वाला रहता है कोई डिहाइड्रेशन वाला रहता है उनको फर्स्ट एड देके हॉस्पिटल को शिफ्ट करेंगे
सब मिल के जुल के हम काम करते हमें कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम नहीं है हमको अच्छा लगता 10 दिन अच्छा लगता अच्छा रह के हम हैप्पी से चले जाते
हमको कितना आदमी भी खाना बनाने को मन नहीं दुखता और बनाना बोल के अच्छा लगता और जो भी मन्नत मांगा वो पक्का कर देती
People also pay a visit to the Jatara to express their gratitude after their wishes are fulfilled. They make several offerings, among which the bangaram or the jaggery offering, which the devotees refer to as gold, is the most common. Coconut offering at the feet of trees can also be witnessed. Those whose wishes are fulfilled offer jaggery equivalent to their body weight. Tribals also make animal sacrifices to receive the blessings of the deities. They also take a bath in the stream of Jampanna Vagu, named after the valiant son of Sammakka, is believed to have curative properties. Devotees believe that one should visit what has now become a shrine at least once in their lifetime. In line with the growing popularity of Medaram Jathara, there has been a growing demand of declaring it as the state festival of Telangana.
To celebrate the Medaram festival this year, the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji is released 2.5 crores to Telangana government for organizing the festival. I also congratulate the organizers, those who are tirelessly worked for this festival for success.
This year, the State Tourism Department laid out a multi-layered plan to facilitate people coming from all over India.
This year, government has sanctioned 85 crores towards Jatara, wherein most of the amount is spent toward creating permanent infrastructure, because on an average 15 to 20 lakh people will be stationed here during Jatara days, and a small village with a population of 1500 will now have 10 to 12 lakh population stationed here during peak days.
A chopper facility was started to further enhance the devotees and the travellers' experience. The administration had deployed over 4,000 buses to facilitate devotees' movement.
Totally 990 buses will be operated from this city. In the return journey at Medaram, we have put up a base camp in about 50 acres of land. Around 12,200 employees of TSRTC are involved in this special operations.
Moreover, being located just an hour away from Ramappa Temple, which is the UNESCO World Heritage Site, the government is working intensively towards promoting it as one of the major tourist attractions.
The Government of India under leadership of the Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi ji has extended all possible support to preserve and promote the cultural heritage and traditional of our country.
The curtains of this year's celebrations are down. And what's in store for next edition is only a matter of anticipation. But projecting it on the basis of its current growth, it can be said for sure that it is going to be bigger, beautiful, and even more successful.